You said misogynistic.
What?
Before.
Why is what misogynistic?
Like your dad? Like why do you use that word?
Because he never cooked a meal in his house. Not when he was with my mom or with my stepmom. He would say that certain things are for her to do and not for him to do. Anything that was to do with like the cars and fixing or DIY, he would do it.
That's not misogyny.
That sounds perfect.
That's just roles.
That sounds perfect.
That's just roles.
Like if I just gotta cook. He's fixing everything.
Yeah, he would do all the hard labor stuff, whereas she would do like all the
that sounds good for women.
And this is when I say that they throw words out that they do not understand. You found it misogynistic that your father did what he was good at and your mom and stepmom did what they were good at. That's what you found misogynistic. They throw words out that they do not understand, and this is kind of what pisses me off. Did you ever ask your mom or your stepmother if they had an issue with what they were doing? Did you ever ask them if they'd be happy with fixing things in the house and fixing the cars and all that, or if they were just happy with cooking? That's the issue these days, that people constantly jump on bandwagons. Now having a stable household which people do what they're good at is seen as being misogynistic. If you ask her to define what that means, she won't even know what it is.
You act like I don't even exist. Like, why do I have to always text you first and call you first? Like, why can't you start?
I always really struggled when I saw this whole thing about women saying that men are acting like princesses in their relationships. So after going around asking some women, even DMing some women, and to try and find out what it is that when they say that a man is trying to be a princess, in reality, long story short, it's just simply that the man wants to be heard in the relationship. He wants the woman to spoil him from time to time. He wants the woman to make him feel special as well from time to time. And that's about it. He wants to actually know that he has value in the relationship. And women are against that, because you want to put the bare minimum in the relationship. That's what you want. For you, if the man expects anything extra from you, then he's just simply being a princess. The simple truth is this: a lot of you are in relationships with men that you do not like. You'll just like what he can provide for you, and that's why you're not willing to do anything for him. You want him to provide everything. You want him to do everything for you, showcase that he loves you, cares for you, respects you, adores you, spoil you, take you out on trips. You want him to do all of that, but you'll not be willing to do any of that for him, not even once. And if he does ask for that, then he's being a princess.
We got to know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
And that's what I get for screaming, my man, my man, my man too loud. Next.
If he was that obsessed with you and then ended up leaving you, it just simply means that you showed him you were not worth it. You need to understand that when a man is chasing you, he's chasing the idea of being with you. He's chasing the version that he sees in his head of you. All the glimmers that you give him, he sees that and he thinks, this is the version that I'm going to be getting. So when he finally gets you, if he realizes that what you are is actually not what he expected you to be, and you're way below the standards that he set in his head for you, he's simply going to check out. That's it. So if you want him to actually stay with you and stick with you after chasing you for quite some time, give him something to stay for. Make sure that you show him that you are different and that you are worth his time. As simple as that.